So pivoting within your profession from investigating crimes to motivational speaking and rescuing individuals before they fall astray. Do you have a story where someone that you spoke to reached out to you down the road and gave you a testimony of how your words might have empowered them and like saved their lives?
Yeah, that's happened several times. There's been one in particular. This guy didn't really necessarily come out and say, thank you. It was more of his actions and the way he acted after I stopped him from basically killing his dad. In, in a nutshell, I responded to a call, and it was a juvenile that had been arguing with his dad, and his dad, he had left the house, and his dad was, wondering where he was, and the information that we received was that he had left with a large knife. When I got out with him, he was heading back to the house to kill his dad, and I intercepted him. And come to find out, the knife wasn't just ordinary knife; it was a machete. So that thing was probably 2 to 3 feet long, and he had it in his side. And I didn't know that he had it at the time uh, until I started talking to him. He was crying. He was like, I was asking, hey man, I went through the regular interview questions with him. Hey, we got a call. Your dad said this, that, and the other. He says, yeah, and I'm going back. I'm headed back to kill him. And I'm a teenager. I'm not necessarily blowing it off, but I'm listening to him. But I wasn't really taking him that serious. I'm just thinking this teenager blowing off some steam. So he takes out the so-called knife, but it turns out to be a machete. And he was very serious about going back to kill his dad. And then I sat there and talked with the young man and just kind of got in his head a little bit. And he didn't necessarily say thank you, but I could tell I turned him and I was able to get the knife, the machete away from him, and was able to get him, to his home, to his dad, and reunite them and get them back together to get him, get the young man some help. From his dad, but nothing transpired after that. So it turned out to be a pretty good story in the end.
Good.